Greetings everyone, it's Lodrik and this is the Game War the Pacific in this edition. This is my PBEM match against Xargun, he's the Allied Commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B, all standard stock. No modifications. These days will now maybe slow down again the activity. The American carrier fleet at Melbourne is totally destroyed. Supply convoy at Tahiti just also get destroyed, sunk, lost for the Allies. So I don't know more. If Xargun is willing to strike back now in June, July, and maybe first wait to August, September to get more reinforcements. But at the end there's really first in 43 the big reinforcements coming. But he have still 3 American fleet carriers, so I would guess he can always strike everywhere if he really wants. But it's risky because he have only these 3 carriers. At the end, night, Navy engagement or day, nothing. Air activity is at minimum. My carrier division is returning to Perth. In Colombo, Carga is slowly getting repaired, and I take out here the last Australian base forces with long-range attacks. You can see there was just one, I think, land unit disappearing. And the Allied air campaign is still not really starting, I would say. There was more night bombardments, but it's not enough to really have an impact. I tried to take New Zealand, Nelson, and today I'm successful, and because I entered the last 2 bases, there's no base left on New Zealand to escape to, so all the forces are forced to surrender if they lost the battle. Means a bunch of New Zealand troops are now going to prisoner of war camps. I don't know if there was really anything of value. Most of these are base forces. There was this tank brigade, had maybe power. Yeah. But this was the last New Zealand army, at least on New Zealand. I don't know if there's maybe more reinforcements in India or Australia waiting for me from the New Zealand army, but that was first the last active obstacle I had to take out to fully control New Zealand. So these are only bombardments. And all over the map I still build up airfields, ports, for the incoming Allied counter-offensive. You can also see that some ships going here now on refit in Singapore. So I'm slowly getting little better tech on my ships, but the Allies have even better technology, so it's only that I try to not let the gap open more and more. So there was not really much activity. Air loss is 0 on both sides, so there was no pilot loss, there was no sinking ship sound, so everything is fine. There was no battle in China. I catch up to take this base here, maybe auto flip tomorrow. No activity in China. So there was and is soon. Next day is not much to show. Everything is fine. Everything is stable. I cannot really discuss. I could discuss logistics, but yeah, half of the game or even more is logistic. I can only say that my carriers are returning, my battle cruisers and battleships returning. Every zone is going back to Perth, and maybe I need 1 week to fix all the damage and refit. In mid of the month, around 10th to 15th of June, I will departure again and try to hunt a little more merchant coming in or out of Melbourne. The detection level of 1 is not enough to really show something in Sydney. I know there's an army blocking here the way to Brisbane, and there's also a Brisbane army, and I'm far too weak to really attack. I only hold the positions. Everything is on hold. The only real activity and success was yet Nelson. I took the base, and the resources are lightly damaged, but this is okay. Now what I have to do is bring these units back, because I cannot walk here. I will simply ship oil to the source end and then walk here the highway to take Dunedin first, and then walk to take the southern capital church, Christchurch. This is the only really big city here in the south matters. There is some heavy industry and light industry, so I could produce my local supplies, at least partly. But if I really need this, I would normally only block this. It's enough to have Auckland and Wellington. If I fly my search airplanes out of Georgetown or Wellington, I would say it doesn't matter. The distance is too short. No ship can pass by here more. So the east side of Australia is completely blocked. If there is supplies coming from Wellington, then they must come from the box area. And the box area is also heavily controlled by my submarines plus the nearby action fleet of Perth. I would say Australia is cut off, or very risky to operate anything in or out. And this is also why I don't need really to finish Australia. I let Xargun try to supply Australia, and on the way I can sink more and more ships. Yeah, so this is what I would say is the future. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.